can be 50 plus resources, but the types will be 3 because we have 3 types: material, labor and non-labor. But you can develop as many resource IDs there, so the total cost will come up here. Similarly, earned value labor units, this is applicable only to the labor type, means resource type labor. So if you have put resource type labor and you have also put the price per unit, so the price per unit will make a cost, it will go to here, but the budgeted unit will come here. So this earned value labor unit or any value which has a labor unit is applicable only to the labor resource, not the non-labor. So for example, you have a labor manpower in your project and you by chance have assigned to the non-labor resource, so it will not get the value because this gets the value only in the labor resource. So make sure you always assign your manpower to the resource type labor. So what to take from here, that P6 allow us to do earned value in 2 different types, labor and the cost. So now we will see how the data is stored here. So data is definitely available to us in 2 types, labor and cost. Then we need to see what type of data in distributed form and non-distributed form, because there are 2 types of data going on in P6. The one is roll up, roll down, or means drill up, drill down. The other is distributed data. So if you see this activities window, it always have the data roll up, roll down, because we can roll up the data and we can roll down the data, but we can never see the distributed data in activities window. For the distributed data, you must need to go into activity usage spreadsheet. Here you can see the distributed data and the same data which is available in activities window. What is that data? This is earned value related data and the cost related data and the unit related data. For example, if I go in here and we see here, we have unit related data. This data is not distributed data because it is coming up in this window and it is only roll up, roll down. If I go in the cost, we have a lot of cost which we just saw recently. So all this cost is not distributed. Similarly, the earned value, they are not distributed. If you want the distributed earned value, we must come to this point, activity usage spreadsheet, which is seen here. Here we can see the roll up, roll down. If I can roll up, roll down, here I can see the distributed data. What distributed data I can see here? As many available to me, these fields I can. So all these things are here, we can see them. So they all are now distributed. Distributed on what? It is dependent to the user. Weekly or monthly or quarterly, the time scale you set, it will distribute accordingly. So this is the way to understand that how data is available. Later it is very important for us to understand how our data is stored and at what place our data is stored. So see, all the earned value parameters are now coming in distribution form and the roll up, roll down form. It is at the project level. Okay, so if we go in this area, what we can navigate, this is activity usage profile. So it will give us the histograms. If you see here, histogram. So if I go and check what available to me, what is available to me, baseline data is available, budgeted is available. Okay, so what is the difference between them? We will go in a moment to that. Actual, early remaining, early late, and then we see plan, earn and at completion. So we are in activities usage profile, so we can see the baseline and the earned value, planned value data. But if I go into resource usage profile, which is quite similar, appears to be same but very different. See, if I go in here and check, you see here budgeted, actual and remaining early, remaining late. There is no planned related data, there is no baseline data. So now we need to understand what is the difference between the planned data, which is baseline, and what is the difference between the budgeted units. So let's go here. Okay, so now I will tell you the difference between budget and the baseline units. See, baseline units are the locked units. They never move once you have assigned them. Means once it is assigned as a baseline, and then they cannot be moved here and there. And when they move, means what move? Budgeted units are the units they can move away from the data date and towards the data date. Or you can say budgeted units can move towards the project finish date or towards the project start date. It all depends on the type of work you are doing or the rate of work at which you are performing at site. For example, if I am working good, if my CPI, if my SPI is good, if my scheduled variance is good, if my total float is in positive, so all my budgeted units, they will be shifted towards my project start date. If I'm late in the project, let's say I am minus 30 days, my total float is minus 30 days. So what will happen? The budgeted units will move or shift towards the project finish date. They will move on towards the right side. So what is the concept actually? Budgeted units are actually the scope of work in the form of units, and they tell the user that this scope of work is remaining, this scope of work is not done. So it was supposed to happen in May, for example, but if you do not work, they will move towards the right side. For example, if I show you here, let's say I need to schedule it. Right now the date is 31st May. So these 3 units you need to see. The yellow one, we need to confirm, yellows are the budgeted unit. So these 3 will now, some of them will now shift until the September or October, and the gray one will remain here. Why? Because gray one are my baseline, and baseline never move. Why they never move? Because baseline means you are comparing your current progress with the baseline. If baseline start moving here and there, then what is your standard of measurement? So that's why earned value, the phenomenon of earned value is to compare the earned value with the planned value. So if planned value start moving left, right with every update, so your standard is not locked, so there is no purpose of doing the measurement. So that's why baseline units and planned units are same, first of all, and the baseline units and planned units are locked units. They never move here and there unless there is a variation in the project, or unless there is an approved change or any contract change, something, then you need to revise your baseline. But the point is that baseline is always static. The units are distributed in predefined manner. So client is agree with them, contractor is saying that this is the rate he will be performing the work, and they are locked. So once you do progress after every week or every month, once you start running your schedule, so maybe your budgeted unit, if you are delayed in your project, they will be shifted right side, because the P6 is telling that work was supposed to happen in May, but you didn't do, so now you will do in June or July, whatever the feasible date, and the dates will be decided by the CPM, critical path method. It will run the forward pass, backward pass, whatever the suitable dates will come, so it will shift the dates to the next months. Similarly, if you are ahead of your project, so maybe the amount of work which was supposed to happen in June, but you have done a good progress, so it will be stretched backwards towards the project start date. So the thing you were supposed to do in June, now you need to do early because your total float is positive. So this is the difference between baseline and budgeted. So now I will show you that the gray lines will remain here and these lines will go into September and October, because I am just running my data date 2 months ahead, but the actual progress was not done, and I did not incur or I did not updated any actual progress in the next 2 months. So P6 is assuming that the progress is not done, but the time scale has gone to 2 months ahead. So it will shift the budgeted unit 2 months ahead, and it will translate. I'm going to translate for you. It is translating that the amount of work was supposed to be done here, it is not completed, your scope is still open, so now you need to do this work after 2 months. So let's see, data date is 31st May. So I am going to change this to 31st July. And now I will run the schedule. And you see the yellow ones will be shifted somewhere here. Some of the part will shift here. But the gray one will remain here. It will not go there. Gray one, the same height and everything. See, the yellow ones are shifted in July, in August, in September, October. So that means, and here was the data, but data is not here now, the data is shifted. So this is the difference between budgeted and baseline. Why I'm telling this and why I'm emphasizing so much on budgeting and baseline, because when we are going to make our data model and our performance measurement system, we need to understand that we will always use the baseline data for earned value management, and earned value always use baseline data, and there is a reason for that. The same thing, if previously my planned value was in July, some value was there, but now I didn't do any progress, so the values are shifted. So who is to compare, and with what we are comparing means there is nothing. So that's why the baseline values are locked values, and these are the values we need to use for earned value. So I will just bring my data back on 31st May.